Greetings. Welcome to QueenElle LLC. This is QueenElle. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today's video is regarding career placements within astrology and guidance with regard to what career you should go into, what field you should go into, what area of business that you would thrive in, etc. With regard to where you would best be suited with regard to career, one caveat I would say is obviously we all have free will, so you are free to go into whatever field you so choose, whatever area or arena of business that suits you, that you know makes you happy, that you enjoy doing. But with regard to astrology and your natal or birth chart, what is important to note is the components of your birth chart, they give perspective into what would benefit you, what would behoove you if you're looking to be your optimal self, if you're looking to thrive and to flourish in this lifetime. So that's where the information in your natal chart comes in. So, with regard to your natal chart, if you have not pulled your natal chart, I always recommend just searching online. There are free apps such as Sanctuary and some other apps, as well as if you search online, you'll see Astro.com and many other websites where you can pull your natal chart for free. The main thing is you need to know, obviously, the date that you were born, but also the location, the specific location you were born, as well as the time of your birth. And that will give you the most in-depth information. If you do not know the time you were born, you will be able to pull your natal chart. However, it will have some general information. So, your sun sign, which is where the sun was the day that you were born, that will be easy to pull just with the date of your birth. But the other placements, some of the generational ones, like the planets with the largest or longest orbits around the sun, specifically Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, and usually even Saturn, depending on the date that you were born. Those placements, because the orbits are longer, then you will most likely be able to find out those placements if you just enter your date of birth. But most of the ones that we talk about a lot, your Mercury, your Jupiter, Mars, your moon sign, um, those specifically, and even your rising, it would be much better for you to know the time you were born. So let's say you pull that chart. Now, if you have not seen my natal chart video, I will link that above. But I will say that once you have that chart pulled and you're looking at that astrological wheel and the 12 houses, just like there are 12 zodiac signs, you'll see the 12 houses and you'll see planets placed in each of those houses. Some of the houses won't have planets, some of the houses will have many planets. And then you'll see the zodiac signs in the houses. Again, some of the houses, all of the houses should have at least one zodiac sign, even if they don't have planets. But you'll see all of them listed there as well. Now, as far as your career goes, you will need to look at the 6th and the 10th house in your chart. So the 6th house is all about service. It's all about our well-being. It's all about just the acts of service that we perform and what areas we are best suited for performing acts of service, as well as the 10th house. And the 10th house is our house of career and our livelihood, so to speak. So look at those two houses, the 6th and the 10th house, with regard to the areas that you would be best suited for your career. then and you're looking at the zodiac signs in those houses too. Now, also, one thing to note is the first 6 houses, and those are the houses on the bottom hemisphere of that natal chart. Those are considered your personal houses. Those are the houses that are closely aligned with you and who you are on the inside. The 7th and 12th houses, the ones on the upper hemisphere or upper half of that natal chart, those are your interpersonal houses. Those are the ones that are aligned with your interactions with others. So again, with regard to your career, you're looking at the 6th house and the 10th house. Also, I recommend finding where your true or north node is, and also your Saturn placement. So Saturn is our planet of purpose, and that placement, whichever house it's aligned to, that will tell you what area of your life that you would benefit from as far as self-development or development overall. That planet placement will help you with that, as well as that true node. True node, also called north node, and I will link my nodes video above. True node is directly aligned with what work we need to do during this lifetime. Our direct karma is like our purpose here in this lifetime. We have the true node and we have the south node. So south node placement is about some karma that is passed down, some ancestral karma, some generational karma. It's karma that you may have had from a previous lifetime, but work that needs to be done. But the true node or north node, and they're in direct opposite of each other, true node and south node. But the true node placement will help you with regard to your life's purpose, because that's what a lot of people, that's what most people I would say are seeking, is identifying what your life's purpose is, just to feel like you're in alignment. And I always say to check with yourself, because you know yourself. Check with yourself. Make sure that your chakras are aligned with regard to what you're doing, your behaviors, your activities here in this lifetime. But with regard to just some self-reflection, looking to your natal chart will help you to identify your career purpose in life. And some people don't feel like their career or their business has anything to do with their purpose. So you don't necessarily have to have a business that lines up with this purpose, but because our purpose ultimately is an act of service in some way. We just have to figure out what that way is, right? And this is the way to help you find that out, by looking at your 6th house, which is the house of service, and the 10th house, which is the career house. And if you're able to find some synergy between those placements, then that's all the better, right? So look to that, those placements, just to dig a bit more to find out where exactly your purpose lies. And if you have any questions with regard to your natal chart and just deciphering everything and finding out what it all means for you, then by all means, click the link in the description box. I have my booking link for helping you by analyzing your natal chart. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be in touch. Peace. Ashe. Now, one more thing I almost forgot. Another tip is, if you are looking to find out the best days to promote your business, to work on your business, to explore new territories with regard to a business venture, I recommend checking out any days that Jupiter is transiting Saturn. So we have that coming up. Jupiter sextile Saturn's coming up on June 17th. I will talk more about that in an upcoming video, but definitely look for whenever Jupiter is transiting or interacting with Saturn. And so that would be a sextile interaction, a conjunction, but those are really, even trine, those are really positive interactions. But those are definitely great days to work on your business, to explore new ventures, because it's all about abundance with regard to your purpose, okay? So that's my extra tip. Peace.